Oh dang, I wanted to see the intro, but I think me clicking accidentally got rid of it. Oh well. We'll see it plenty of times, I'm sure. Hello. Back with another stream of Devil May Cry 4. Now, I had some time to sit and ruminate. Like I said, there was a chance that I might not stream that day, the day after last, and I didn't. Mental health wasn't doing the greatest last week, so I basically took a week off of doing most extracurriculars. I haven't even touched my guitar in like 3 or 4 days, which I've been building up calluses pretty consistently since I picked it up again a couple months ago, so that really shows just how little I've been feeling like doing much of anything. But I can already feel the urge to yap about that for hours, so let me try to rein it in, so to speak. My thoughts about the first 2.5 hours of Devil May Cry. Again, as hard as I'm trying to be fair to this game, I can tell that a lot of my negative feelings towards the first game were due to my own unfair biases. I came to this game with the assumption, at least the hope, that it would be more Dante centered, Dante and Virgil centered, at least near the start, but it seems like that's not going to be the case, at least to some extent. They're going to have Nero share the spotlight a lot more with Dante. There's a reason why it says that you're playing as Dante and Nero. I can't imagine he's going to get any less than half of the playtime, considering they made an entire combat system for him. If I played as Dante, they would either have to reuse his entire skill set, which would be boring, and just make me wish they'd kept Dante from the start, or they're going to give Dante his own skill set, which means we're going to kind of have like some Riku slash Sora Dream Drop Distance type gameplay where you're swapping between the two, which I think is going to be more what they go for here. But, Nero can be a little sassy sometimes too, so I'm sure if I continue to just try to have the mindset of like, I shouldn't just be thinking about Dante the whole time, then I'm sure I can enjoy this game as much as the others. I'm kind of mourning the loss of a potential Dante focused game because I don't feel like one game was enough for me personally. Because first game, it had a lot of Dante in it, but it was also like not as good as 3. It wasn't as over the top with a lot of the choreography scenes. It was mostly just a proof of concept for what Devil May Cry could be, and that's just where they showed off the phenomenal combat system. I'm not saying 1 was a bad game, but 3 is obviously a lot better. Now, after, again, ruminating on my thoughts for this 4th game so far, I like the way combat feels, and I'm excited I like how it feels at the start, and this may be because it's a lot more similar to Devil May Cry 3, and I'm already familiar with Devil May Cry 3, but I like it at the start, so I'm excited to see how fun it'll feel when I'm actually good at it. Again, I feel like if I give Nero a chance, we can have a good time, so I'm going to try my darndest to make sure that happens. I don't know how to feel about the first boss they introduced, and I don't like that he's going to be a recurring character, but maybe that's just, again, I got my rose-tinted glasses on about my first playthrough of the first game, because when I think about it, I wasn't very fond of the first time I fought Phantom. I thought it was very frustrating, but that was kind of the point, wasn't it? Not such is the case with the bigger guy. It feels like was it Buster? I think it was called Buster, the arm that you grab the enemies with and throw them with. On smaller enemies, it feels like a solid mechanic in the game. I just have a couple complaints about it. I don't like that. It's cool that it does, but I personally don't like that it interacts differently with a lot of enemies. I think it would be more intuitive if it had enemies it worked on and then enemies that it didn't, because it feels like it's going to be inconsistent, but who knows? Maybe it'll make it more dynamic when I'm in a group of like 4 different enemy types, and I can look at them and say, okay, which one of these guys can I throw at the other guys? Which ones are just going to get slammed down into the ground? Because then I can plan my attack around that. But the main complaint I have with it is I don't like the way that the first boss is able to be grabbed by it and slammed in the ground. That's a cool mechanic to have in there, but it makes it feel like each boss is going to have a unique interaction with the Buster, and it makes it feel more like a quick time event in the game than an actual part of your skill set. That is something it almost reminds me of Sonic Colors, honestly. I can't believe I'm saying that. Just like, it feels like the entire functionality and use of the ability is designed differently for one boss fight, and then it won't be relevant again. And I don't like that personally. But who knows? Maybe that won't be the case going forward in any other games. Either way, I'm excited to see some more of the cutscenes. I'm just getting a little bit of trauma flashbacks from the fact that we're in a castle again because that's how the first game started. But I think that could be fun. I'm just like, again, I'm just itching to see Dante, see the Devil May Cry place. What's it called? Is it a? It's not a bar. It's his business. But what does he call it again? I don't remember. But either way, I'm excited to see it. I am still curious if this is a continuation of the last game. Guess we'll find out. Mission menu. It doesn't just have me pick up from the last one. That's weird. Ooh, reference materials. I was wondering if this would be in the game. Um, you know what? Before I get started, it's feeling a little bit warm in my room. I'm gonna go turn the air down a little bit, and I'll be right back. Trying to fight the urge to go into the kitchen because I'm feeling peckish, but I need something like, savory, protein heavy, and there's only sweets in the kitchen. So every time I go in there, I'm just grabbing a little nibble of something. I know that's not good. But I got a few Diet Cokes on my desk now and a giant can of Arizona iced tea. I'm excited to get into those. Let's just have a little sip of some Diet Coke. Mm. Something I was thinking about that my brother said. Um, my brother and I used to do a lot of streaming back in the day. I was a fan of the way that we did things. I wasn't a fan of who I was, so I have mixed feelings about it, but I do know that I miss streaming a lot. I want to do it more proper. Like, get a small HUD, nothing big, just minimal, just like maybe a few different scenes I can toggle through, like BRB, and then have like trackers of things that are going on the screen. Again, nothing that would actually block up too much of the HUD. I've considered doing webcam for a while now too because I really want to show off my expressions, but I don't want to show off my face. So that'll be a hard one to figure out. Who knows? Maybe I'll just settle on getting a model made. Oh, that's not good. I have this problem where I like to put my legs up on my chair, but when I pull my legs up, my desk isn't even that low to the ground. It's just really solid, which is good if you want a stable desk for gaming on. It's not so good if you want a desk that won't tear up your kneecaps every time you slam them into the desk because you weren't paying attention to how close they were to said desk. What I'm saying is, I slammed my kneecap into my desk right before I started streaming, and it like usually it just bruises, but I hit it right on the edge, and now my leg is bleeding. That hurts. Um, Tempted to open my window. Oh, that's what I should have done, because the weather's gonna be like 70 tonight, isn't it? I like to open my window and do some box fan shenanigans, but you know what? Not right now. Yeah, it's a cool 67 out there. Not super cold, but nah, actually that's about the temp it's in here. Circulation from the air though probably would have had me feeling just cool enough. Oh well, I'll deal with it. Also noticing a lack of like ambient sound in this menu. But yeah, I just wanted to work on refining my streaming layout a little bit. Not a lot of it, a little bit. I know that it's partially just because I'm uncomfortable with change and I don't want to put in a lot of work. But I also want the results of having done a lot of work. So I think I will put in the work because the more I do it, the more comfortable I get with it, the easier it gets and the more fun it is. Like I had fun photoshopping an image the other day. Just I really like taking pictures of my friends' animals and then cropping them out and putting them in funny scenarios. I took my dog and put him in the risk rain glasses. That was pretty funny. And then in another one, I took my friend because my friend likes taking photos of her dog all the way staring at the camera. So I just like cropping them out and putting horrible tragedies behind them. Not actually tragedies, just like video game tragedies. Like one of them, I put the Deltarune explosion behind him. The other one, I put the sunbeam exploding in the sky. So, that's fun stuff. Tempted to share some of those with some of my friends online, but or to some social media, but that's not my animal, so I'm not going to. This is another thing. I've been really tempted for a while now to stream a Minecraft server I've been playing in with my friend because this is where a lot of my hours have gone recently, and I'm quite proud of the things we do in that server. I'm proud of the shenanigans we get up to, and I'm proud of the stuff we do. And most of the stuff we say on that server is like some of it is just stuff I would prefer to keep between us, but a lot of it is just us bantering with each other and having a good old time building some big old mega structures in Minecraft. It's quite a good time, and I've been wanting to share it on stream for a while now, but that's a hard conversation for me to approach with them because I don't know what they would think of it, and I don't really want to like change the vibe of the server too much, but maybe I'll broach them about it. I can at the very least share some images of what I built in the posts tab. I think that'd be fun. We were playing with aeronautics and just been building ships the entire time. And then we spent I spent like a real world week or two, just a few hours every day working simultaneously on a mega airship, basically a flying fortress that's styled after the Thousand Sunny. Doesn't look like it, but it has the general layout is inspired by the Thousand Sunny. Like it's got multiple layers on the back with like a building on top, and then it comes down into the middle deck, and I plan on putting a garden there. And then the below decks have giant portholes that open up to let smaller ships come out of. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, spent like a real world week building that. Anyways, I'm rambling. Devil May Cry. I want to read about the library. I love it when video games do this type of stuff. One of my favorite things to do is to have a in-game diegetic or otherwise just manual that collects info about all the enemies as you see them, and then you get to read up on them, learn more about them. It's good for lore purposes. In Devil May Cry's case, not very much. Like the the monster descriptions up until this point haven't really expounded on the lore of the creatures except for the bosses, but it has like shown me crucial ways to kill enemies because sometimes I'll find an enemy I can't kill. I do like that you have to beat the enemy at least once without being able to read about it, and it teaches you more about it the more times you encounter it. But if in case you're not actually if you're not actually catching what you're doing in combat, it'll spell it out to you after your second or third encounter with the enemy. Let's take a look at item. Is it actually going to tell me where the orbs come from? It says that the green star is made for alchemy now, and this is demon's blood, apparently. And it's about what it says on the tin. So does that mean that the green stars are made out of demon fluid? Also, why crystallized demon fluid? Couldn't you say, well, you already said demon's blood, so what is this then? Not sure I want to know. Oh god, that one's just... I'm not going to say the joke, but you can think it. I spent all my money on those. Money well spent. Yeah, I don't want to know what the secret process is. I'm good. Not a lot of reading here as I was hoping. Soulful, the pride of noble blood, indispensable when boosting one's abilities. Yeah, so they separated the econ from consumables to proud souls. So that means they're intending for you to actually... They want you to be able to actually use the red orbs now without being punished for it by not getting to upgrade your abilities. I like that as a change, but considering that the game damages your rank overall for a stage every time you use an item, feels like the people that actually are incentivized, that actually want to get the highest ranks they can, are incentivized to not use the red orbs. Probably an achievement for beating the game then without using a single one. Evil Legacy. It has the ability to awaken new power within. Oh yeah, isn't that how we got the ability to magnet onto stuff? Does that mean we'll see more of those in key moments that'll give us more and more abilities? I'm even sad that they dealt away with the leveling system, though. Maybe they haven't. Maybe we just haven't unlocked it yet. Oh, they're full of bugs. That explains all the particle effects. Oh, dang. You can't show me a zoom button and then not actually let me move them around in a 3D model viewer. I don't want to do art of this game in particular. It doesn't strike me as much as... I like the loading screens like a neon sign. It doesn't strike me as much as Risk of Rain 2, but what if it did? Man in Red. Well, we all know who that Man in Red is. Of His Holiness. Who is His Holiness? Yeah, they're not really making it subtle that this is going to be a twist good guy, are they? His true intentions remain unknown. That's like some like Kingdom Hearts stuff you'd read. I really do like the duster he wears. That is what a duster is. I actually need to. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna fact check that real quick. That jacket, I really like it, and I think that some other people have attributed it to Castlevania question mark like Vampire Slayer type stuff. I don't know where those origins come from though, because I never experienced that genre of media or games or what have you. Let's see. Yeah, it's a duster. God, I would kind of like to wear a duster. I'm too big for it though. I need to slim down in the midsection. I've been putting on weight for a while now, and I need to take care of that. Not just for aesthetics, but also for physical health. I've felt myself having a harder time aerobically just doing daily tasks because of how much weight I've put on. I'm not quite near the peak of weight I've ever been, but that's not exactly a feat I should be proud of because my peak weight was severely unhealthy. Yeah, not quite as cool as any of the other game bosses. Just a centaur that's on fire and has some scaliness going on, kind of like a dragon. Like a dragon centaur hybrid. Not super compelling. Oh, Nero's arms. Give me some lore about these, please. Don't just say some basic stuff. Mechanical sword with a powerful fuel injection system. Where do you get fuel from? Propellant sprayed onto the blade allows it to unleash great attacks of great power. However, the Red Queen's complex customizations means only Nero is capable of controlling it. Of course. But of course. If that doesn't turn into a gun blade eventually, I'm going to be very disappointed. Allowing two shots to be fired nearly simultaneously, a product of Nero's own. So he's a gunsmith. He's a weaponsmith, probably. It sounds like to me he made his gun and his sword. At the very least, he's the only one that knows how to work his sword. Build it, at least. Dante's arms, so we know we're going to be playing. Oh! Virgil's arms, Lady's arms, Trish's arms. So are these just unlocked by default because we're going to get a character swap option at some point? Oh, please tell me character swap is optional. Please tell me I can just play as Dante the whole time. That would be awesome. Probably not. This is either unlocked by default because you can start. So, this is a good question. Can you start the game as anybody, but it plays the same story? You just pick up from the other's point of view at some point later? Or is this all pre-laid out like this? Because in New Game Plus, like you beat the game originally, you're allowed to loop, keep all your upgrades for one character, but swap to another character. Or will I end up playing these characters even though they're not the main characters in the story? That's a lot of character to put in one game, though. How long is this game? There's no way they're having me swap through effectively 6 different combat systems. There's no way. At least for one playthrough, I mean. But even then, that means that like is there special? Oh, the buttons are flipped. Are there special cutscenes for every single character? Like, how much overlapping content is there between individual playthroughs? Because if there is none, that is a lot of game. Like, I could see why this game would have, like, I don't know how much this game retailed for. I would probably wager at least $60, right? No, well, maybe accounting for inflation. This game did drop like 10 years ago, right? I don't know. I would be willing to place my bet on $60 because this is a lot of game if that's the case. Definitely some of the highest graphics we've seen in the series as well. Not necessarily a selling point on its own. I don't think that high graphics alone should justify a price for a game. If the high graphics are important to the style of the game, then I can see it being a contributing factor, but I don't think it alone can justify absurd pricing for a video game. I see. These are my combos. So there is a different one. I got you. Yeah, I figured that one out on my own. Holding Y lets me follow the enemy. Throws vary according on an enemy. Press B near an enemy. Normal shot, BR. Powered by the Red Queen's Exceed system, this streak will never end. Revolutions increase depending on the... When the X gauge is powered, while on the ground, press RB forward and LS on Y? Really? What does it mean by this streak will never end? I'm not sure. Does it mean like your combo actually can't end until you're out of a bar or what? I should try that. Well, I need to load into a mission first. I'm guessing because the previous one is named Streak that no, it does in fact end. It just has a much longer range. They keep saying revolutions increase depending on the X gauge level. What do revolutions mean here? Like the range and damage increase based on how much charge you have in your gun? Or does it mean, well, your gun, your sword? I hope it becomes a gun. I hope it's a gun blade like Leon, but that sword has to be inspired a little bit by Leon, right? Or does Leon pull from a further away common point of interest that they all hark back to? Snatch. Yep, I'm a fan of this one. Large or heavy enemies cannot be pulled in. Fair enough. I hope that we can get a range increase on that. Okay, but this is an issue I've experienced in the other Devil May Cry games. Maybe it's because I'm playing on the Pro controller. Movement stutters a lot when you're actually trying to run across a large area. I'm not sure why. I should probably look into see if I can fix that because it would be a massive quality of life increase, but we'll wait. I like that. So if we're trying to grab an enemy that can't be pulled, we pull ourselves to them. So this is actually where the magnetic arm inspiration for Hi-Fi Rush came from. Cool. So they're trying to set up different combat opportunities by introducing the concept of weight classes to enemies. I'm not sure if this is a thing they had in the game. At least from what I remember in the other games, it was exclusively divided between you had boss enemies who had different levels of susceibleness compared to non-boss enemies. But to my knowledge, in the previous games, there were no different weight classes of enemies, so to speak. But in this game, not only can you grab enemies and throw them farther and swing them around more based on how light they are, like with the birds, when I grabbed them, I was swinging them around for ages and I actually threw them across the map as opposed to slamming them into the ground. With Grim Grip, if you cannot grab the enemy because they're too heavy, instead you'll pull yourself to them like they're a Grim Grip anchor point. Cool stuff. I really hope I can increase the range of that. Yep. Okay, wait. No. Table hopper is going to be an important one, I feel. How do I do that? RB and sideways on left stick plus A. So press the dodge roll button, right? Press dodge roll button, RB and LS. It's the same as that, though. Oh, if I time it perfectly to an attack. So dodge roll perfectly as an attack happens, and you'll do table hopper. Sorry for any gross mouth noises, by the way. I'm pretty sure I'm getting sick. Either that or I overused my throat to heck and back screaming yesterday at work. Excuse me? I can drop kick people? Oh, but I can't do that. I would love to have a drop kick. Okay, first of all, I didn't know select. So it's the taunt button, right? Is that just a way of taunting people because you're drop kicking them, not actually attacking with a weapon? Does it actually hurt, or is it just like it's another way to generate a lot of style? I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. Okay, wait, we can actually get some lore here. Give me a reason to get invested in this character. I'm gonna try. Young and fiery Nero is a member of the Holy Knights, a group charged with the order with the task of eliminating demonkind. Oh boy. So we have a Silas situation. You're killing your own kind. Great. This is basically what Dante and Virgil do, but they have it for their own reasons. Virgil does it because he wants to get more power. Dante does it because it's the right thing. Nero does it, I'm assuming, because he gets some power or relationship status out of it. Like, he does it to fit in and absolve himself of the shame he feels for his demon side or something. Probably something rather like that. Always ready for a fight, Nero eschews the other members of his group to carry out his work alone. However, his innate powers have earned him the respect of everyone. Innate. So what I'm hearing is you didn't work for any of that power. Therefore, I respect it less. I can still think it's cool, but I think power is more impressive when you actually earn it. Prototype Nero. I guess this is the other character design I could have picked. Kyrie. Love interest, gotcha. Is she actually going to be her own character, or is this going to be like Kyrie? Wait, Kyrie, is that a... Are they named after the same person? Are they inspired after the same character? Because Kyrie, are they supposed to be the same name? They're just both been spelled differently because someone doesn't like write the names the same? I don't get it. Kind of little Kyrie is trusted by everyone. She's renowned for her musical ability, which has earned her the coveted role of songstress for the Festival of the Blade. Having accepted Nier into the relationship into her family, the relationship can resemble that of brother, friend, and lover all in one. Do not say that! Okay. I mean, if I separate the incestual connotations there, the concept of having a brother, friend, and lover all in one, that should just be the ideal partner, shouldn't it? Like, I say ideal partner. You can have different types of partners and have different types of relationships, of course. I'm a big fan of and believer in like having more than one relationship. You don't need to. And of course it's on a case by case basis. Some people don't want any relationships. Some people are like arrow ace or some flavor of ace that just don't see relationships as the same way as everybody else, and that's completely fine. But I think by baseline, there shouldn't be anything wrong with people having multiple intimate relationships, assuming that you communicate that. When you start lying, that's one of the least cool things you can do in a relationship. Communication is the foundation of a strong relationship, and if you cannot communicate effectively, that relationship is doomed to fail. At the very least, it's not going to be the best that it can be, and you're not giving your partner the amount of respect they deserve. So, like, barring the funny incest joke there, not really so funny, just me providing shock value, I'm just thinking about it and like, that just sounds like the ideal relationship, right? Someone who can act as a supporting character in your life and be there for you in multiple ways that you may need. It's like you have an older brother, but then it's like you have a brother, but then you also have a friend, but then you also have a lover. Interesting that they mentioned they do have an intimate relationship though, because she would know about his arm then, right? There's no way you get that close to somebody, like, for extended periods of time, and you don't notice they have a demon arm. So, I'm guessing he's just trying to keep it under wraps and hide it from the rest of the guard because, they probably know about his demon powers as well, but they can't let the public see that a demon's helping them, right? Hmm. Sorry, I just got, like, fixated on the concept of relationships there. And, want to yap about that, but I'm trying to keep myself focused. Credo. So, just looking at the guy, it looks like he's supposed to be a bad guy, but he feels too obvious to be the twist villain. Like, I don't even think it would be a twist. He's just gonna be a villain. God damn, hold on a minute. Show me those thighs again, my guy. I over here, I thought they were trying to make Kyrie the obvious, like, the looker of the group. I'm trying to find a more respectful way to say it. Like, they have, like, the belt going around underneath their chest, and then the dress shows maybe a bit more detail than you would expect for her posterior. But then, like, they put Credo in garters for his thighs, and I'm just like, sorry, where was I? That just caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that. I guess I didn't catch it when I saw him earlier. So you seem like you'd be the like, he's noticeably less, like, his character design is a lot sharper than Kyrie's. Like, soft face, soft curves, soft hands, but then this guy, jagged face, like sharp nose, sharp expression, sharp eyebrows, sharp hair. Like, they give him sharp hair twice. They give him the widow's peak, then they give him the beard, like, and then the way his shoulders jut out. Even Kyrie has, like, rounded little poofs on her shoulder to soften her appearance, make her look as soft as possible. But then this guy is just, like, all jagged edges everywhere, standing at attention. He's even got the pizza feet going on. I see that. I learned that one in marching band. That's impressive. So, like, it feels like he's he's probably going to be an antagonist, but I don't think he's meant to be a twist villain. That would be too obvious. But then again, I fell for the twist villain of the third game, which should have been super obvious, but I didn't even pick up on that. So, maybe I just learning my lesson. I don't even forget his name. I forgot his name because he was not that important, I guess. It's also been a month or some change since I've played the Devil May Cry 3, so, not entirely my fault. The guy that had, like, betrayed his daughter and her mother, lady's dad. That's the closest I'm going to be able to get to describing him. Uh, he ended up being the twist villain, and it really should have surprised me. Like, I guess I invested in Virgil's hype so much that I didn't think he could really be brought to his knees by anybody. And then the guy uses trickery to say, I've been the one pulling the strings all along. I've been guiding you along. So I didn't see that coming. So who knows? Maybe this guy is just meant to be obviously a villain because he's playing into the trope and he's going to be the villain. Like, considering that everybody here, apparently a lot of them are secretly demons, or at the very least there's some demon opposite equivalent that's part of this war, some, like, demon like enemy that's from the quote good side, the holy side, if you would. Like, you have dark and light, doesn't necessarily mean either one's right or wrong. You just have dark and light. So he might be like, he might have another form. He might have, like, a demon form that we'll get this. I say demon form. He might have a true form that we'll see later. That would be kind of cool to see, actually. Like, he's got a sword. We're gonna see him use it. He's probably gonna be an antagonist to us at some point. It might be like we're swapping between two character stories concurrently. So we play against him as Dante, then we play with him as Nero. I just realized I fought Dante once in the tutorial. I realized I'm probably gonna have a proper boss fight against him. That's gonna suck. I'm excited for it, but it's gonna suck. All right, I've spent this whole time yapping about character design instead of actually reading. Let's take a look here. Supreme General of the Holy Knights, and earned his title due to his ability with the blade. He's Astur Astere. Astor? I'm not sure I've ever seen that word. I've seen a shoe before, but I've never seen a store. Demeanor and ability leads his forces to lead his forces have made him a beloved leader and comrade. As Kyrie's brother, it's brother, all right. But you're cool with her being with a demon. You have some interesting priorities. You actually might be a good guy. He too has accepted Nero into a family despite the youth's insubordination. He is a youth. That's just what youth do. Come on. You were a kid too. You remember how it was. No, he'd probably be the type to say, "No, I was always strictly honorable to my family. I never thought about stepping out of line." What's what? Yeah, but you wanted to. You didn't, but you wanted to. I don't know. Like again, he like his design screams aggressive, but I feel like this guy's got a heart of gold in there. He just cares about Kyrie's safety at the end of the day, which is the only reason why he's probably a little on the fence with Nero. Again, I'm just making assumptions about the story he is here instead of even playing it. I'm curious though. Oh yeah, what's the stir mean? Just stern. Okay. And there's a lot of connotations there. I'm sure I'm not picking up. Oh, you're the guy that got shot in the face, though you might not be dead. Now that I think about it. Sanctus is the infallible ruler of the Order of the Sword and the Vicar of Sparta. Order of the Sword. Are you guarding Sparta's sword somewhere? That would have Sparta's power hidden away. So is this a different story than the third game? Because we got Sparta's sword, which had his power in it. But Dante kept it with him in Demon World, didn't he? Not Dante. Virgil kept it with him in the Demon World, didn't he? Having gained absolute trust from his flock, he has earned the reputation as one of the greatest leaders in the history of the Order. He once served as Supreme General of the Holy Knights and is known to endlessly crave knowledge. You served as the... Okay, so you're basically picking up after him after he retired. Is he your father? You guys have the same type of facial hair going on. Or maybe it's just a time travel version of you. I would not put time travel beyond this series. Interesting. How did I not... Oh, yeah, I just didn't read everything. Oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I don't need to read anymore. I've done enough reading. God, we're already 40 minutes in and I haven't even started a game yet. Yeah, I'm just assuming I was able to read about all that stuff, the different abilities, because I have each other character unlocked since the start. There we go. It's like costume. Yeah, that's prototype Nero. No, we'll stick with basic Nero. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Alright, let's see. I think that was the different one, right? Oh, I actually got a... Oh. Sorry, just reminding myself what the controls are like. Not gonna see a super high demon rank here. Or, Devil May Cry rank, whatever you want to call it. Alrighty, and then I walk over here. I'm not entirely sure how I use the, It's probably RB and then my Buster button, right? Yep. It is intuitive, I'll give it that. I'm not sure I'm gonna... Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bother trying to figure out the, wait. Oh, I can start it while jumping in the air. Nice. I want the red orb, but I don't know where to get the red orb. Maybe like down over here? No. Probably had to do something with those Buster grabs. Alright, A, B, not bad. Could be better. Could be much better. I believe it goes up to triple S, but I'm still learning the combat system. Oh, secrets. You guys can't trick me with those cameras. I'm sure you have multiple times already. I'm sure there's like grim points, not grip points. What? No, no footprints in the snow. How you gonna do that to me? Ooh, the moon. I love it when video games make the moon way too big every time. Oh, this means I'm going to see the cutscene with Glory again, doesn't it? We'll deal, I suppose. Like, why can't I sprint here? Because I can sprint left, right, down. It's like there's preset cardinal directions, and I can only sprint in those directions. And that's pause, so I do think I'm pressing the right button for it. I'm just not going fast enough. Did I not buy speed? I thought I did. Alrighty, we can see the cutscene with Glory again. I'll probably enjoy it more than I'm not going to be less caught off guard. At the very least, I'm going to observe the combat again. Because it was unbelievably sexual, but it was so overly the top sexual, I kind of appreciated it. Again, her type of character design isn't for me. I like it when there's a lot more, you know, less is more sometimes. That's my kind of vibe. But the combat from her was kind of impressive. I do want to see that again. Oh wait, we're not there yet. That's gonna be the next cutscene, isn't it? Or maybe we already know she's gonna do her combat before we get in that castle. So yeah, that'll be next cutscene then. And these guys, these are the ones I can actually throw. Yeah. Can I aim them? Oh, and I actually managed to hit one. Now get over here. Okay, are you... I have to break your ice armor, maybe? I think yes, but I also... Oh! I forgot. He's light, so he's going to have a different upper throw as well, right? Okay, so I... Cool, you didn't do that last time. And do one of these. Aw. That's a fun gap closer. I am such a fan of the gap closers in these games. And how do we throw him? Ooh. That was a cool finisher. I did like that. Health. Yeah. Oh, wait. I keep forgetting. I should be revving up my gun, shouldn't I? I would definitely be getting closer to S if I charge this. They actually are rendered as different abilities. So wait, that means my basic attacks. They would have different... They would act as different abilities for the sake of charging my rank, wouldn't they? Wait, can I just hold that by default? No, I can't. So I can only... So there are actually functional differences. So can all of them be charged then? No, they can't. And I can only do this while my gun is charged. I keep calling it a gun. I'm going to call it either... No, I'm going to call it the chainsaw. Let's call it that. Or Red Queen. No, chainsaw. And this is the cutscene. So... Let's take a look. I do want to observe that combat again. I wonder if the bridge... I don't remember if the bridge here breaks. It probably doesn't. But it's going to eventually, probably. Alright, Gloria, show us what you got. So she's posed like it's knocking her out of the window, but the guy notices he has her legs wrapped around it because then she does this move. Again, not very subtle. Also, blonde just isn't one of my favorite hair colors in the world. Actually, it's kind of white, isn't it? If it was just a little bit whiter, it would actually remind me of Dante, and then it'd be something to go on about. I really wonder, I need to see the videos that they did for the choreography of this again. I found a video of them doing the choreography for those camera angles. Again, they're not being subtle, but it doesn't make the combat any less impressive. Like, that's just a really cool kick. Again, I'm surprised they managed to get off with showing that much. Get away, not get off. God dang, my... Oh, it's getting to me.
I owe you thanks.
Oh, thank God, the subtitles. I forgot those weren't on for most of last time. I'm glad I can actually see what's going on now.
You're from the Order?
The Order, that's the guys. Wait, so is she actually part of the Order?
I'm new. Gloria.
So Nero is part of the Order, so he would recognize somebody, so
You're Nero.
you might not be part of the Order.
I've heard rumors.
Hasn't everyone?
Quite a few, in fact.
I don't think they'd let someone that dresses like that in the Order. They seem way too reserved.
So, what's the deal? Where are they coming from?
It's strange. No matter the number you kill, more will come.
The way that gets him to, like... She actually gets him flustered.
And I'll leave that chore to you. I've got some personal slaying to take care of.
I'll join with the others. We'll take care of them.
Classic character design, dressing that way in a place that cold.
May the Savior be with you on your journey.
The Savior. So they're talking about Sparta, right? Because they still worship Sparta.
Savior.
Oh, and he has bitter feelings about Sparta. So I'm guessing he knows a little bit more about the story, kind of like what's his name? Dante and Virgil do. And there's His Holiness up on the wall. I think I'm seeing some vertical tearing on my screen. VSync would help with that, I think, but don't know. Oh wait, I know a better way to break these now. Yeah. Give me all those orbs. Don't know what Demon's Blood is doing in a bunch of chairs, but I won't ask. Oh, but apparently so the chairs are just haunted. Haunted by all the people that have ever sat on them, but not the fences. Nobody sat on those. It's a known fact that in video games you haunt things by sitting on them. God, my face must be very haunted then. Haha, the jokes! Oh yeah, do I get... No, this is a puzzle. I don't remember what the item I needed for this was. Anima Mercury. Ah, classic. Classic Devil May Cry. Say, oh, you need some randomly named item, so now you have to go to a different room, fight a creature, which will unlock another room, go to that room, find something that's locked, so you need to go to another mission, get an item from there, and then come back, put the item in the thing, unlocks a new room, you fight a boss, that gives you a thing, then you come back and unlock the original thing, which lets you go to another level in the castle. Classic Devil May Cry. Not the part I care for as much. I'm really mostly here for the combat, the cutscenes, and the witty banter. But, you know, the puzzles, they can... Ooh. I do like the map design here. This is fun. Gotta remember to charge this thing. Probably the only other reason I'm not gonna be a fan of Nier. I don't like the concept of charging a weapon up for an attack. Maybe it'll grow on me, but I'm not a super big fan of that. I knew I saw another one. You thought you were going to get away from me? Ooh, good follow-up. So after I throw them away, I can use that gap closer to stick on them and keep the combo going. I do like that. The only thing I don't like about the camera is like they could do a better job of showing me where the enemies are. Like, why... They said, oh, by the way, sometimes you won't be able to move the camera, but you can use the left stick to move the camera around. They should have said sometimes you can move the camera, because it's not, it's definitely the other way around. There's not sometimes you'll be able to move the camera. Sometimes, no, it's not sometimes you won't be able to move the camera. It's sometimes you might be able to move the camera, because it's so rare. Okay, so we get Anima Mercury, and we use it to move one of those statues over here, and we need to unlock 2 more statues, I think. I could probably also be getting S rank if I comboed better, and then I actually taunted, so let's try that. Am I out of the range to taunt you? Also, there's less end lag on the taunt now, because I was able to... Oh! So, do I actually need to... I do think... So, I have the option to cancel a taunt now, but I think I have to wait until right about here. And then I can actually attack. Wait. So I can cancel the taunt a lot quicker, but I'm going to need to time it well, because if I cancel it too soon, I'm sure I won't get the style points or the Devil Trigger. So I'll need a new weapon, huh? About time they give me something new to play with, right? Are they going to give me another Cerberus? Oh, it loops around. Okay, I see. I do think I skipped going through a door when I started going through that roundabout, so we can go through that this time. I'm also sure there's a secret for getting up there, but can't be bothered. Platforming is not my strong suit in these games. The one time they gave me a simple platforming puzzle in Devil May Cry... Oh, that's another one of those statues, right? Wait a minute. How do I get over there? Oops, secret? That seems way too much like a secret for me to not be able to jump into it. Unless they reuse that model, it's definitely something we're coming back to. Wait a second. Oh. I wonder if there's a secret here. Maybe I should look at the map. I'm definitely going through there, aren't I? Like, the way the camera poses on it is way too good. But then I can see on the map, there's a door back there. So I'm going to get something that lets me go through there. It's going to take me to a hallway, and then I'm going to go through a door. Gotcha. And this gate isn't open yet, but that has a place I can get into, which has another one of those statues I need. So probably go through here to advance that section of the game. So let's go. Okay, well, we know I just got up. Yep. Taking a snack break, Nero. I saw you eat that food. Again, that feels a little important. Oh, okay, that's a little out of left field. Another gyro blade, so there's more than 2 laying around. So I have to wait. Anima Mercury. I don't think I have that, but can I use my Buster on this? Nope. Once I get Anima Mercury, I'll probably be able to use those in these puzzles. But I'm not getting anywhere until I unlock it, so let's keep looking. Can I take it from an animated one? Nope. Devil Bringer. Yes, I can't. I was hoping I'd be able to. Oh, yes. We're leveling up one of those right now. Oh, can I just refund Proud Souls at any time? That'd be cool if I could. Let's see. Red Queen. I do want that one. I think that one will be a fun one to play with. Give me more options so I can get that double trigger up higher. And is it... Okay. Gotta remember to use that. That'll probably generate me style if I can do it right. Did I go in here? I did not. Torture chamber. Yay. Because why treat our enemies with compassion when we could just, you know, treat them like playthings instead? Why? Why? Yeah! Got up to an A. Could be worse. Starting to figure out the combat system a bit more. Definitely gotta get used to using my grab, though. Not entirely sure what that red pulsing is meant to be. Is that just, like, indicating this is how you got into the room? I feel like... Yeah. Something fell on it, so it's not going to be an attack I can learn with a weapon. I just got to push something on there. Gotcha. Am I finally going to learn how to... Nope, I thought I was going to learn how to move those statues. Oh, I'm about to get a new weapon, aren't I? Why? With the spike roof? I don't know that that's... I may not... Listen, I'm not the most experienced in this field, but I don't feel like that's how you do a torture. Is it timing? Is it gonna make me do combat every time I fail that? Round 2. Oh, better luck next time, buddy. Oh, he does get new taunts. I was hoping he would. Got a high A that time, and if I taunted more, I'm sure I could have got more. Alright, let's try that puzzle again. That guy's doing so good, but I think I flung myself into the spike roof. So I have to do it quick enough that I don't fall under the Grim Points, because if I fall under the Grim Points, I'm going to fling myself upwards instead of towards it. It's going to cause me to go into the spike roof. Got it. Yeah, not a fan of platformers. Not one of my favorites. Oh, I'm on the upper levels, which have this force field. Seems like an arbitrary place to put a force field. I guess they just really want you to have to go through those lower level rooms. Another time statue. I feel like they're probably going to give us combat soon, huh? Wait, there was a time statue here, right? No, it's a mirror? So those are actually going to become an interactable. Maybe it's like fast travel. Maybe that's what it is. Are they going to give, like, a reason why the castle's sectioned off, or is he just invisible walls that I have to deal with? Probably the latter. Ooh, snowy mountain. Or snowy, Oh, man. I'm not a fan of creatures that have invulnerability in their kits. Okay, but I can... Oh, I can grab them at the least. So grabbing might be the best way to break their ice shield so I can actually, you know, do anything to them. Oh, you guys are annoying. Because the only way I have to stagger you is my Buster. It's an effective way to do it, but still not fun. I do like the way that they're using terrain to force you to essentially have different types of fights with these guys. Because two of them out in the open, not so bad. Two of them in a long corridor where they can really make use of the fact that they have giant AoE effects and long range abilities that are basically like shooting fish in a barrel when you're shooting them down a tight corridor. That's a dynamic way to reuse the same characters but give the player a completely different fight. I do appreciate that. It's a good use of assets, I would think. Because I have a feeling they were gonna this is the thing I'm curious about in game design. Did they design this narrow strip of pathway? Oh, I'm definitely gonna be able to Grim Point across this, aren't I? Or at the very least drop down, right? Later, maybe. Because, did they develop this map first and then say, okay, we're gonna do combat here, 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 and here, and just have people play test it and see how they feel the pacing goes? Or they design entire rooms with the concept of, okay, we need to have combat again to keep the game interesting. How are we going to design this terrain? Because, like, did they see this and say, okay, what if we narrowed it a little bit? Would that make it more challenging? did we maybe say, hey, let's elongate it and put an enemy further back so they have to try to close the gap? I'm curious. Like, did they design the hallway first, or did they design it after saying we need combat here? That's another thing I should. Oh, that's something I've really. God, now I'm getting the itch to do that video again. I haven't worked on it in a month now because I kind of lost the drive for it because I got distracted and I was like, oh man, it's been so long. Maybe I shouldn't even bother. Maybe I. Yeah. But like now I'm getting into it because I'm like, hold on a minute. How many other hack and slashes do I know dynamically use terrain to give you a different fight? Because I'm trying to think about it. I think Hi-Fi Rush has like four different box layouts that you do combat in, one or two circular arenas, and that's it. It's rarely as dynamic as these different levels I'm doing combat in Devil May Cry. Not saying it's insanely dynamic, but something so simple as just giving the your player a different shaped cube to fight in and different enemies to fight in different cubes can change it up a lot. Hi-Fi Rush didn't ever give me it like it rarely gave me a narrow hallway to fight in like that one. Like usually the arenas are preset areas and they're big boxes or circles and you fight in those areas. And the like unique terrain was reserved to boss fights. I should play through it again and see about that. Because now I think about it, I no, Kingdom Hearts did a pretty good job of having you fight on different types of terrain. Kingdom Hearts was definitely like a flashier fighter, at least in movement, than Hi-Fi Rush was. Hi-Fi had flashy abilities and combat system. Kingdom Hearts wasn't so flashy on the because they well no they were flashy on the combat. They just didn't have a combat system that was flashy. They didn't have like an S rank system. Wonder if there's someone who's made a mod for Kingdom Hearts that gives it an S rank system. That'd be cool. But I like that in Devil May Cry, they're again, I can't say that other games I've played haven't done this because it's been so long. I can't say. I need to play through them again and see. But I want to make a note of this. I want to see how other games utilize their maps to give characters a dynamic fighting experience. Because do they shrink and lengthen hallways? Do they give you flat open areas to fight on? Then do they give you places with some raised terrain? Because I was genuinely caught off guard when on all those pillars that the creatures were flying around in. I think they could utilize this more to give it characters more interesting opportunities for combat, and maybe they will. I was surprised when I threw them up onto a pillar and then I was able to chase them up on that pillar to fight. I wonder if they're gonna give me more fights like that. I really hope so, because that was fun. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick, and I'll BRB and keep playing through this game. I'm having a good time so far. I think. Again, I think I'm getting over the desire to have Dante carry this franchise. I think I'm getting more acceptance for the concept of letting him share the limelight with other characters. We'll see, but I think I'm coming around to Nero. Alrighty, I'll be back. Alrighty, I'm back. Oh man, I'm gonna have a busy week. I always have busy weekends off. It's unfortunate, but that's just the downsides of working 12-hour shifts. It means the days off you have, you kind of have to get everything done. I have music lesson tomorrow. Then the day after that, I have D&D, and both of those are going to take about a couple hours respectively. Which doesn't sound like a lot in the grand scheme of the whole day now that I say it out loud, but when you have ADHD, it can feel like a singular task occupying a part of a day makes it the whole day becomes about that thing. But something I was thinking about on my way to the bathroom is there's a couple other games I've been wanting to stream. Night in the Woods is going to happen, and I'm probably going to do it either tomorrow or the day after, again, assuming that my schedule follows through. Because a lot of time I'll like go to sleep at an odd time or spend a lot of time playing League with one of my friends. And God, I really need to get YouTube figured out. I think I have this app that I use to keep timers on YouTube Shorts so I don't doom scroll. I'm really uptight about making sure that I maintain scrolling habits, so that way I don't just like go down like any app that has a scrolling concept. I disable the scrolling concept directly with a secondary app. But I think I'm finally going to put a limit on YouTube to stop me from scrolling, because I've been spending more time on that app than I would like to, even though I put a limit on the shorts feature, because I think I've just been consuming more short form content outside of the shorts feature, and it's been getting me that way. I think every day I'm still putting, like, at the start of my mornings, an hour into scrolling YouTube. Between that and doing other activities, there's some mornings where I don't leave my bed for an hour and a half or 2 hours, way more often than I would like. And I know between going to bed and waking up, I spend at least 2 hours on my phone, and I don't want that to be the case anymore. It feels like my phone is taking a significant chunk of my free time away, and that's contributing to part of why my days feel so short. So let's fix that right now. Looks like I'm averaging at least a few hours a week on my phone for YouTube. Yeah, that's not acceptable. Let's fix that. Not a few, several. Um, let's make a new one. Daily limit. Let's do 30 minutes. 5 times. If I'm going to binge watch YouTube, I don't want that to be an option when I'm waking up or going to sleep. In fact, I might do 15 minutes. Yeah, let's do 15. No, I need. No, I don't need 30 for when I go to bed. If I can't fall asleep in 15 minutes, I shouldn't be on my phone. Hell, I should probably be more scrupulous in this, because proper sleep hygiene is to not have your phone when you go to sleep. Probably even better to not have it when you wake up. I need something to break up that habit, and I think this will help. That's to limit me to an hour 15 per day on my phone. Because there are some times when I do just want to watch long term content on YouTube, longer term, and I wait, did I set this up properly? Oh, I actually have to add the app. YouTube. There we go. Alrighty, there we go. That should seriously cut down on how much time I spend on YouTube. Sorry, I'm just trying to practice more mindful habits pertaining to how I spend my time. Like, I've been trying to cut down on how much I play on League because that's been spiking again recently because my brother and I have been playing a lot of Air Mayhem. Don't get me wrong, it's a better way of playing League than normal, but I think still in general overindulging in League. Like, yeah, I think no, I should probably try to no, it's a good comparison, but I'm trying not to regurgitate so much info I see online either. I think doing this is a better use of my time than playing League. Because playing League, I go into the motions, do the same thing all the time. This feels like I've been having a grand old time for ages, but I've only been here for an hour and 15, and I feel like I'm deepening my media comprehension doing stuff like this. Applying stuff I have learned and learning new things by experience. Like, nobody told me that Devil May Cry utilizes terrain in different interesting ways, but I kind of get the feel that they do, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that I can draw my own conclusions after taking in information. I want to get better at it, so I'm going to try doing this more. Yeah, I'm just trying to stop myself from mindlessly engaging in dopamine loops and losing hours upon hours of my day. And I think this is a good step in the right direction. If I can limit myself down to just an hour of YouTube every day, I think that's a huge boon for me. Alrighty, let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was playing this. Yeah, we can do this. Oh yeah, I was trying to dig around in my mind palace for something I wanted to say for a few seconds, but dropped it, got lost. I think I put it underneath a stack of papers or something somewhere. Oh, I found it. A couple other games I want to play. I want to play Night in the Woods. That's just a personal experience I want to have because I'm at a point in my life where I feel like I can align a lot closer to May. I did drop out of college, but that happened a couple years ago. But I think I'm close to May's age now. I know I'm Mordecai and Rigby's age, but I think May was like 22 in that series in the middle of summer. I'm 22 in the middle of summer, and I want to see if there's anything useful I can learn or to at least relate to in that. It's just a personal experience I really want to have. I already know what happens in that game because I watched Jack play it years ago, but I think it'll hit a lot harder now if I re-experience it now. Speaking of, and this is the thing I wanted to say, this is a segue, I want to play not West of Loathing, Shadows Over Loathing on my own. I played a lot of it before on my own because I saw Mark start playing it. He's how I got into the Loathing series, and then he stopped playing Shadows Over Loathing. It felt like he wasn't very interested in it. I feel like he was interested in the Loathing series as a concept, but he wasn't engaging a lot with that one. He was skipping over a lot of text, and it felt like he was just going through the game, skimming through it. He still engaged with it from time to time, and it did make him chuckle a lot. But I would like to take I would like to take a different approach with that game. One that I would be more interested in, which is I enjoy the witty dialogue. I enjoy the RPG mechanics. I think it's a lot better built than West of Loathing, and I want to play through it fully. I want to see what it has to offer. Again, now that I think about it in retrospect, I played through a lot of it and I saw a lot of it, but I didn't get to the ending, and I think I only got like not even halfway through. I think I got a third of the way through the main series because I played through a lot of the side content, which is the thing I like to do in those games. So it might be a nice little thing for me to tab off to and play on the side. I got a lot of games to play and not a lot of time to play them. Hopefully, if I keep freeing up time from other activities that I think are less than beneficial, then I'll have more time for it. But let's keep playing through Devil May Cry 4 so far. I'm having a lot of fun with this one. I'm hesitant to say a lot of fun because like I want to see more of the cutscenes. Just give me the cutscenes, please. It's the only one. Can I break this? No, I can't. Good. I like street lamps. I don't know why I would try to break them then. Can I break this one? Nope. Just double checking. Secrets? Give me some orbs. Come on. Come on. You guys used to love doing this type of stuff in the early games. Come on. Oh, speak of the devil. Am I going to get a double jump? No, wait. I can wall jump on it. Nice. Oh, secret behind the waterfall. Classic. Kind of distracting that it cuts out the audio every time. I'm guessing the path is going to extend into the waterfall later because it looks like there's supposed to be terrain there according to the map. New weapon? That power lies in another's grasp. Oh, okay. Wait. So I'm going to get a weapon from somebody else. I had a feeling a new weapon was coming, but I'm going to take it from somebody. That is how they got us most of the weapons in the second game. I think in the first game, you just kind of found them. Which is an unceremonious way to extend a player's kit. I can pull you out of the eye. That is the best thing I've seen all day. Also, seems like the timer is a lot more forgiving on grabbing enemies. Or not grabbing, using the same ability. You could teleport? No, you do not. My god. I can't really control where I'm throwing them, though. Boss fight there, maybe. Maybe not. Oh, Anima Mercury? Oh, the walls went down. Finally, nice. Interesting that Nero's energy is reflected as blue instead of red like Dante's. I wonder if that has any implications about their characters. Oh, are all the walls down? Nice. That gives us 3 new areas to go to. Or no, 2 new areas to go to. So which to choose first? Oh. Devil May Cry. If you could not. Certified Devil May Cry moment. Oh, doors? Oh, well, that's the one we just came through, isn't it? Man, really gonna keep up the air mystery of Dante for a while. We better see him eating some pizza. I know there's a pizza in this game. I will find it. Oh, does this contain references to the earlier games? Oh, please do. There better be at least one picture of the earlier game's castle. Oh, I got an achievement. What was that for? Probably for defeating X amount of enemies. Oh, I died. Not paying attention to my health. Abandon all hope. Okay, at least there's checkpoints. Also, Proud Souls persist through death? That's strange. Oh, that's annoying. Honestly, I wouldn't be too frustrated about it if I didn't have to deal with this jank movement system where half the time you're sprinting, you just stop sprinting. Hit him. Nice. I grab him. Do they heal when they're in there? That'd be a good mechanic. Yeet. Better rank on that one, and combat went a lot quicker, so not as annoying. But this movement is going to give me... Oh my... What, I don't even know. I'm trying to pull upon my reservoir of Miyamoto Musashi's quotes, but nothing's coming to me. I didn't read enough of his book to know about remaining calm. Be grateful that I've experienced enough games with good movement that I can appreciate what good movement is like when I'm in the absence of it. I'm horribly malforming some of I know his name. Marcus Aurelius's quotes. Think not, oh man, what horrible movement this game has. Think, how grateful am I that I've experienced good movement and can tell the difference between good and bad movement. I do like that there's like different snow textures on the ground, but I don't like that it's not leaving footprints. Am I spoiled? Absolutely. But doesn't mean I'm not going to still want for better snow. Nope, let me stagger you. So glad my grab is just like an instant stagger. Yeet. Don't think I took damage that time. So why can't you... Like, is it my controller? I don't know. Maybe my controller's joystick is just busted in some directions. Don't, like, read as a long press. Oh man, I tried to dodge. I don't know what move I threw at him. I just like, I tried to do an uppercut to get out of the way and it didn't work. And the end lag, I couldn't cancel it. That's frustrating. Oh. Nope. Nice. Still managed to end it with an A rank. Should have been an easy S if I actually knew what I was doing, though. There's so many enemies to hit. I'm not doing enough damage to kill them that quickly. Oh, another anima statue. Or anima Mercury statue with the gyro blades. Can I just... I want to see what that is up there, but it's not letting me. Might just be big old nothing. Boss fight again? Oh, well, we're getting a cutscene, so there's going to be some sort of big fight. You can't shut the doors and then give us a fully animated cutscene. That is just boss fight territory right there. I kind of got the feeling with that statue. Wait, we're fighting him again? No, we're not. Ah, is this a callback to,
Get yourself shot.
what's his name?
So, you after this guy too, or just here to catch some demons?
A callback to the Honorable Knight from the first game. Are they actually going to have this be Virgil's ultimate persona again, though?
Huh? Well, that's annoying. Friendly banter.
Catching with a book? How'd the book survive that, though?
You wanna fight?
Cool scene, though. I do like seeing the paper fall down around him. Duels in libraries. Guys, we're supposed to be quiet in libraries, don't you know? Okay, wait a minute. Probably should use... And I can pull myself to him, right? Yes, I can. Weird. So, yeah, it does just have different interactions for every boss. Gotcha. And he's teleporting around. Yeah, so this is just a callback to... I don't remember his name. It's been so long. It was like the Mysterious Blue Knight or something, but he had like a name. It was the name of his sword, at least. Like, he's even got his flying form. Okay, so pull myself to him, get behind him, and then execute my combo. Alrighty. Oh, I'm spearing him with his own weapon when I do that. Oh, there's multiple of him now, though. That's problematic. I did do a pretty good dodge, though, there. Oh, it's because I'm breaking his sword. Or his shield, I mean. Is he really down that easy? No, he's the suit of armor. I don't think Virgil would resort to trickery, though. So are they still running with the concept that this is Virgil in an alternate incarnation or something?
His armor. That's not a good sign.
Can I investigate things in here? Aside from the fact that I get my health chipped down by some of the more annoying enemies, this game still feels like a little too easy. Like, am I supposed to be struggling with these fights? Because, like, aside from the fact that I underestimated the first boss and took a couple of cheap hits, I almost beat him on my first try with relatively with relative ease. Like, I feel like the difficulty I chose isn't that high. But, you know, maybe I'm not supposed to be getting my face stomped in every single time I fight. It might just be that the combat's similar enough to the first game that I'm just having an easier time picking it up. Oh, is this the Anima Mercury I need? Yeah. Oh, mission done? Yeah. That's a lot of proud souls. Oh, so many proud souls. You have a lot of new toys to play with next one. Yeah, I think I'll do another. Cold blood. Use your newly earned powers to gather the 4 shower blades. I saw a lot more than 4. Let's do a little powering up. I do want the ability to manipulate the enemy more. Is this just gonna make me faster? Also, I feel... Wasn't that 150 earlier? Do abilities get more expensive? Is there inflation on abilities? It might be that you get more Proud Souls, but abilities get more expensive. Then why would you bother giving me more? Just, like... It's strange. I do like the ability, the idea of more aerial abilities. That's the one I'm going for. That is the one I'm going for. I need an air dash. No, I don't need it. I would like it, but I like the idea of more movement, but I actually don't think I haven't seen many enemies who actually hover in the air in the fight. That boss is the first one. Those little flyy dudes actually just walk to you more than anything. What's Shuffle do? After avoiding an attack by backstepping, rush forward and counter with a fast, powerful blow. Press RB plus back on forward. Plus back to forward on LS plus Y. I could refund something. You know, we don't need Devilbringer upgraded again yet. Oh, that... Is it the more I spend, the more expensive stuff gets? I see. Wait. Oh, it's the more I spend. Okay. Why? Maybe it just makes it... Yeah, I guess. So, should I go for more expensive purchases first? Let's go for Shuffle and try to learn that one. Charge Shot doesn't really speak to me. Why is this one so expensive? I want that. I want that so bad. I'm going to save for a while for that. Instantly maxing my engage is the only way I'm actually going to engage with it. You know what? I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'm not going to buy any consumables. I'm sure this game will get harder. I'm sure it'll get a lot harder. If I see Virgil again, I'm going to be quivering in my boots. Shaking in my boots. But I genuinely don't think I'm going to need items for the rest of this playthrough. I used them earlier because, like, I wanted to, but I want to try without them. I don't think I'm going to need them, so let's keep playing. This puzzle stuff is where you start losing me, though, man, because, like, I know that the game's slowing down a bit much for my tastes. Oh, I haven't gotten one of these in a while. I know the game's slowing down a bit for my tastes when I'm not... When I look at the mission number every time a mission starts. When I, like, My eyes start looking up to the top left. I'm like, I wonder how long this is going to be. The game's doing something wrong. Or maybe I'm just not engaging with it because it's not for me. I think a lot of this game type isn't for me. The backtracking, the puzzle doing, not really my type, my cup of tea, you know. The combat, though, I'm all here for. Okay, so gyro blades are actually a weapon I can use. Oh, and now I can... Wait, so can if I do this, I can... What? What the heck? What was that? Also, my controller just disconnected, huh? Hello? Don't know what that sounds about. Did I open up Steam? I think I opened up Steam. That or the game crashed. Oh. So, alt-tabbing in the Devil May Cry games is not the best idea. At least not Devil May Cry 4. That's so strange. Why does this game play so poorly with tabbing out? It's like as soon as I tab out and I tab back in, it starts up the intro for the game again. But like my speed started working, and as soon I tried to do the drop kick, and my sword started charging. Do I at least keep my upgrades? Yeah, I have speed still purchased. Actually, can I refund? No, I probably could, but let's not worry about that. So wait, let me see if I can. No, that's not right. There it is. All right, I'm excited to play with that. I have a feeling that's gonna open up, or maybe there's something up. Oh, there is a second level. Can I jump on them? Okay, but why are we moving this? Is it supposed to be up here? Feels like it's supposed to go up here, but it's not doing anything. Maybe I move it to the ends? Didn't do anything there. Maybe we move it out. Oh, I can dash to it. That's cool. Is there something where it was? What happens if I wait? Will it run out of power? I can't jump on it. Ooh, secrets? They put destructible things up here, so they're definitely expecting people to get up here. Am I not supposed to put it up on this point? Maybe there's like a... Oh, cool. Oh, do each of these have a description? No, they don't. They just have maps. Dang. I was excited to do some more reading. Can I use it to break that wall? Like, I feel like it's supposed to go here, and then a wall opens up. But, like, did I miss a control or something? Am I supposed to, like... Maybe if I try this. Let's retry the mission. Maybe it'll tell me something that I missed. You can destroy objects or damage enemies they collide with by striking the gyro blade with your buster. With your sword before moving the buster, you can build up destructive energy and release huge destructive force. Okay, that's all stuff I already knew. So, am I just supposed to use it to break the door? I thought I tried that. Oh, there it is. Apparently I just suck at aiming it. Alright, let's try to go for a drop kick. Doing a drop kick's weird, because you gotta hold your fingers all weird. Why can't I run? Don't take my speed away from me. I was trying so hard to stop him. I really don't like the concept of having an enemy that's so annoying you have to focus them. They really took like 3 different annoying mechanics and said, hey, let's put them into one creature. And yes, I'm taking it very personally. Wait. Oh, wait a minute. I see. And now I can sprint again all of a sudden. Then what's the point of having the drop kick in the game? Who am I going to get to use that against? So, yeah, everything that's outlined in that blue sigil is just meant to be destroyed by the anima mercury on the gyro blades. Gotcha. Which also means breaking everything in this room would have been a lot more satisfying if I used a gyro blade to do it. Well, lucky me, everything's back. Put this on it. Nope. That's still satisfying. Now I can actually do all the cool puzzles now that I have the item I need. I'm ready to dropkick anybody I come across. Trust you me. So I have a feeling I'm going to need to bring one of those with me to break something or other open. Okay. It's going to be annoying pushing those things all around. But I push it down this entire hallway. I use it to break open that gate to allow me to get to the other anima blade and also go in the door, which might have something I need to get another anima. Not an anima. It's a gyro blade with anima mercury. Really? Guess not. Maybe I try hitting it twice? Seems like that's a big ol' nope. What else can I do in here? Maybe there's a different blue seal I need to break open first. There it is. So, the only environmental things that I'll actually be able to break open with this are things that are clearly indicated by that blue seal. I'm assuming. There might be secrets hidden in some stages with blue seals that are like obscured or not even visible at all. Okay, we're going back the other way. That was intentional. They definitely intentionally showed me that. So immediately got the answer to my question, by the way. No, there are things that you can destroy that won't have blue seals on them. I mean, I did say there's probably things that won't immediately be visible. The answer is yes. I was so close to it as well, so we're going back. The music is about as dour as the first game's music, but it's not as horrendously loopy as the first one was. The first one was bad. Really? I guess not. You cannot show me it breaking a mirror and then tell me it can't break this mirror. I refuse to believe that. Can't break these through the wall. Yeah, I can. But don't really know why I'm going out of my way to gather red orbs when they don't do much for me. Brr. Oh, there's a secret, though. And I can tell combat's starting because they took away... What is the point of dropkick, then? Is it like a feature they intended to let players have, then there's like an oversight in the coding that stops you from being able to do it? So am I just... Is it supposed to just be like an Easter egg like that you can drop kick or something? Because I feel like I'm just getting trolled. Oh, I can only have one of these going at a time. That's annoying. Alright, that's one down. Let's go get the second, and then we'll go find the other room where the fire is, and we'll do that one. I'm guessing that fire will allow me to backtrack to that other room and open that gate from the other side, where the last statue is. I'm just saying, game, you better give me a pretty darn good cutscene for doing all this. If I don't get to see Dante after this, I will write a very strongly worded letter about how you've killed my favorite franchise. Having a one-liner for every single attack, that's very hack and slash. I do like that. So I need another anima. Oh, I see. It's over there. But it's fenced off. Oh, wait. I see. You don't need to... Is it like if you get over to that platform, you've already screwed up? That you need to, like, change direction midair or something? I assume I have everything I need to do this right now. I need to, like, find a way to keep that spark activated and pull myself from an angle such that I can get on that platform and hit that blue thing, right? Like I said, man, I don't like platformers. I'm just... I'm gonna be miserable during this part. I just gotta kind of deal with it. We'll keep trying till get it right. Tell you what, though, I'm really not a fan of the fact that now that I can target those gyro blades, I have to fall off the ledge now to keep doing the parkour. God, if I bought the air slash, I could just air dash over there. Is there time statue nearby? Can I buy that? Can I buy that so I don't have to deal with this? Because, good lord, is that tempting. I'm going to get increasingly bitter with this game the more it makes me engage with platforming. So this better not become a recurring thing. I will lose every single marble that I have if I have to continue to deal with platforming. Why did it disappear? Oh, yeah, it's timed. That one's timed. I forgot. I'm gonna die to these. That is extremely disappointing that I actually face a possibility of dying from these because of how bad I am at parkouring. Okay, guess not. But I already came through here. I know I have to get to that. Let's see. Maybe if we backtrack while doing this, it gets easier. The sparks are just gone. I'm gonna go buy an ability. That's a weird input, so I have to do... No, wait, I have to do... That's going to be hard to time, but if I can get it down, then I should be fine. You know what? No, this is the one exception I'm going to make for orbs. I am going to use orbs in terms of parkour. I refuse to die because I bleed myself to death hitting spikes 15 times. Alright, this is going to be tough. Alright, let me just see if I can... Alright, that's the combo. This is not at all the way I'm supposed to be doing this. And if I had air hike, this would be way easier. Or maybe not. It's really hard to change your direction in the air. It doesn't help that I have something that I'm trying to target right there now. It might be easier if I get to that other platform too. It's hard for me to gauge how much actual horizontal movement I'm getting out of this, but it might be enough to where aiming towards that isn't going to cost me anything. But let's just see if I can actually do it here. Okay, so I can do it, but aiming it is going to be hard. Oh, enemies just spawn if I fall down here enough times? No, thank you. And I lose the ability to sprint. Why do they take your ability to sprint? I feel like in combat should be one of the times where you have the abilities to sprint the most. but now I'm going to be aiming towards that. Can I just... No, I can't. Can I just, like, air hike off something? Oh, he starts putting on the moves if you get a high enough rank. I got an achievement for that one, too. Got an achievement for my first S rank. Oh, I almost did it. I have a feeling, though, that's not the way I'm supposed to do that. We'll come back to that later. What the? I know there's a fire hallway that I can go into now. And that's the last place I have to think of where I can progress. Why do I feel like the Pope's not actually going to be dead? He's not Pope, but like, whatever he is. Wasn't there a door there? Am I losing my mind? God, I'm getting flashbacks to the first castle already. Didn't I just... I was just here, wasn't I? What the... Okay, it loops around. I gotcha. I'm guessing that's how I get on the floor of the courtyard out there. It's an arena? Also, this place seems to be under control of the Order, isn't it? Oh, new door. New enemies. Oh, man. I was thinking to myself, man, that was a cool homage to the previous game. Please have him actually be a boss and not just be a common enemy. He's a common enemy. That sucks. Give me some food. Give me my health back. Oh, those hurt. You're not allowed to face tank those. Where's the anima statue at? Here it is. I'm gonna keep calling it that even though I know it's not called that because it's gonna frustrate me if I try to call it anything else. That hue of red looks familiar. I feel like I've seen that in other video games. Oh, secret mission? Oh, yep. Alley-oop. A midair buster 5 times without touching the ground. How? Oh, wait. Do I have to knock up like 5 guys? Can I do that? Can I knock up multiple guys? Or maybe I have to pull them up with... Oh, okay, I see. Wait, so can I... That's a really cool way to teach people some new combos, some new combat mechanics. I like that. Oh, secret mission again. Also, this is just the second mission, so they went an entire stage without doing a secret mission. That's weird. Also, we saw this at the start of the game. This is the stage from the start. Oh, and I get some money for doing it a second time. Cool. It's cool that there's some subsequent reward for just having fun and playing it again. What's in here? Large hall. Yep. So this is how I get into the area. I open it from the inside, but we got some combat? When are they going to bring back the spiders, huh? I know they're coming. See, that's a cool little thing you can do, but because you're getting rewarded for doing different types of moves in sequence, it's not really viable for getting your rank up. I wasn't getting any more style for doing that. Can I only taunt once per combat? Either that or the range is shorter than I think it is. It's definitely a lot shorter than it was in the previous game. Or I can only taunt... I can taunt different enemies. Like, there's a long cooldown on single enemies, but I can taunt different enemies. Can I open this? Oh, wait, here we go. I didn't see this from the other side. If I saw this, I probably would have put 2 and 2 together. Wait. I'm never going to get to drop kick anybody. Maybe there's a setting that's stopping me from spitting in combat. Wait a minute. Oh, that mouth animation is horrible. Oh, that's awful. All that budget for everything else, and the mouth looks that bad in combat? Good lord. Let's see, there might be like a game option that's doing that. Interesting. But what is automatic? What are you making automatic? Is it just gunfire? Or are you making gunfire automatic? If that's the case, then I like that. What's turbo mean? Yeah, I had to disable vibration on my controller because it was causing my controller to, like, disconnect spontaneously. That's like a bug with the Nintendo controllers, I think, which, you know, sucks, but I'll deal with it. Where'd my, thing go? There it is. It's not easy to direct these things when the camera doesn't like to play night. Like, I was just able to move the camera, and I know I'm next to a wall, but come on, let me move it. Now, where's the statue at? I'd probably generate S-Ring a lot faster if I use that. After I unlock the ability to make it insta-charge, I'll do it. I just can't be bothered to press right bumper 9 times to have all my charge. Boss fight? I'm guessing boss fight. Why else would they give us a big heal? We're gonna fight Gloria. What are those things? Sprites? That's very,
This blizzard must be these demons.
That's, again, they're being so explicit in this game. This is way more... There were sensual and sexual tensions in the other games, but this is just... Like, I'm not entirely complaining. Like, I'm a freak. I do like a little bit of, saucy stuff in my games, but... It's like there's some flavors of it I just don't personally jive with. I think I jive with this one a lot more than Gloria, though. Whoa, Jesus, wow. So, anglerfish type deal. Oh, yep, cool.
Cut me some slack. I'm just not big on toads. Finish this quickly. It's gonna scar me for life.
No. Are you? Alright, he's coming back now, right? Yep. I gotta get that dodge button figured out or I'm gonna die. What is this, your mating dance? So can I dodge that if it just stands straight in the middle? Uh-oh. Never... Oh, that's an interesting one. I think I'm just dead. Wasn't expecting Vor in this game, but all right. It's really hitting a lot of the checklists on my... Yeah, I'm not going to finish that. All right, let's try it again. Interesting design for a character, though. I do like it. Like, it's a toad anglerfish hybrid. Again, I don't think they're as compelling as the other games, but they're not nothing. There's something. Oh, I'm trying to just button mash and figure out if there's any buttons I can use. So he's probably going to do that 3 times total, yeah. Wish I had Devil Trigger already so I can start, like, healing in fights. Ooh. I do like it when, like... That's a devastating combo, but I like it when enemies have, like, multiple special attacks have a small chance of occurring. That's very fun. Oh, and while he comes out to play, he doesn't stick around, I see. So it doesn't end the phase. I thought it was going to end the phase immediately there. Could have been some, like, speedrunner strat type deal. I just keep... I don't know if it's because I have bad muscle memory from the last game. I don't remember if I changed my inputs for the last game. But for some reason, every time I try to dodge, I keep doing RBB. Like, I think that's the 3rd time this fight I've just pulled out the Buster instead of actually dodge rolling. But, like, I'd have to hit it frame perfect at the table hopper, wouldn't I? I do personally find these character designs a lot more enticing than the Gloria. Like, you know, sometimes less is more. Just a vague silhouette. And then, like, oh, come on, I did it again, man! And I actually... The thing is, I had my finger on the right button, and then I immediately went to the other one instinctually. Is that just because it's, like, the... Is that the input for Metal Gear Rising dodge? I don't know. Oh, I did it there. I did a table hop for a second. I can probably force him into his next stage, right? Yep, there it is. I do find their curves quite distracting in this fight, so definitely more my speed for character design. Was that her trying to do the grab where she like wraps me up, freezes me, and then the guy comes back in? I did it again. I pulled out the Buster, man. I also really don't like that move consumes your charge, even if you miss. Alright, I actually hit it that time. Oh, I thought he was going to have a tail attack for a second. Did I do the attack I was trying to do? No. Trying to practice doing my, I don't remember what it's called. It's the aerial attack. It is quite frustrating, though, that like 4 out of 5 times whenever I try to dodge, I just end up pulling out the Buster instead. And that is entirely on me having the wrong muscle memory. Don't know where that came from, but hopefully I can break it sooner than later. Got it. I still took damage, though? I am so not a fan of the charge mechanic. Oh. That I could jump to the side. I need to buy that ability. I might refund some of my skills for it. Like, I don't know how... The thing is, I can barely get a feel for how impactful the charged blade is because I'm avoiding using it so much. Alright, go to your next phase. That's unfortunate. Oh, I can't even tell if I dodge it because I did like the hit stun animation. Oh, I was actually able to pull him back into the fight, so if they go down, I can pull him out. Which, you know, fair enough. It is just, it's parts of him. It's connected to him. Nope, timed it wrong. And breaking out of the ice also hurts me? Is that what happened? It is interesting too now that he also automatically, because this wasn't a thing in the other games, you could fire straight in a direction very often, but now your character will actually try to actively auto-aim towards the enemy, and I do like that. Yeah, that's right. Get out here, punk. Nope, can't dodge roll that close, I guess. Either that or if I time it better, maybe a table hop would have saved me. Can I please afford that charge? Like, I don't want to keep engaging with the standard charge mechanics. It's really frustrating. No, it's not even close, is it? Isn't it 5,000? What happens if I, like... It's 5,000 minimum. There's no way that's worth. I've been playing this long and I still haven't earned it. Like, God, it shouldn't be that expensive to get over one of the more annoying mechanics in this. Like, is it that strong to justify spending that long? Because, like, I have to do 3 button presses, and they're not even quick taps either. I have to do 3 long. Am I doing it wrong? Is there a better way to charge it? Maybe if I, like, level exceed. I just don't think it's worth even bothering with that then for now. What is the X gauge? Can I learn more about this? Okay, but I bought Exceed and I don't think it increased my X gauge. I think that's something you don't have access to yet. I don't think I have access to Exceed yet, do I? Because there's something like that second bottom half of my HUD doesn't have anything on it, but it says it does in here, so maybe I just don't have that yet? Oh well. Oh, I see. Alrighty, what am I gonna do here? Streak is a good gap closer. I think I'll keep that. Oh, streak with increased range. I do like the sound of that. I think I'm gonna double up on table hopper. We're gonna get speed. I do think just having more basic combos is good as well. We'll try that one. Shuffle seems like it could be useful. What's shuffle? Skill list. After avoiding attack by backstepping, rush forward. So while on the ground, press RB plus back. So this just allows me to step backwards, and then I can streak forward. Step backwards, and then press RB and back. Back to forward on LS plus fly. That is massively increased range. Good lord. It'd be nice if this had like a practice mode in it. Or maybe like a practice HUD where I can see the combos on the top right of my screen while I'm trying to practice them. Press RB plus back to forward on LS, then Y. Did I upgrade Table Hopper as well? Also, I'm glad that the transition on this is shorter. It's much shorter, and that helps. Just tabbing in between it is so much quicker. I don't think I gave that enough credit before. That is satisfying. The transitions are better. Oh, that's my new move. Oh, I can grab him. Nice. That did an insane amount of damage. So I can still hit him while he's putting that out. Gotcha. Get out here, buddy. Oh my god! Oh, come on. Alright. No, no, god dang it, man. Just hit me with the two most annoying abilities in the game, why don't ya? Oh, wait, you did! Oh, new phase. Dang, almost in time. Uh-oh. Got him again. And this should be the finisher, right? Pulled a full-on God of War by hopping in his mouth. But is he going to run away too, or am I just going to throw him away? Oh, do I get a new power from you?
That's exactly what I think. Come on, it's just nasty. Wait, did he say brothers?
Yeah. Oh, rift into the afterworld? Underworld. Evil world. Oh, yeah, those are brothers.
Oh, that's fair. Now I've got to fight a whole herd of these things.
Close the portal. Is that a thing you can do? Apparently it is.
Sorry, pal. We're closed.
Rusalka corpse. Part of a dangling feeler used by the daemon Baal. Those who take it will find a new source of power. So is that a new weapon proper? Is it like new Buster? They'll probably show me how to use it not soon enough. So since I beat him, does that mean the blizzard's gonna stop? Huh? Oh, this way. Hey, I S-ranked him for most of that last attempt, okay? You can give me a bit higher than a stylish point count of C. Come on. Did I take ages? Yes. Continues an enemy handicap. Wait, what is an enemy handicap? Wait, enemy handicap. Did they make him easier because I was losing? Wait a second. I need to find out what enemy handicap means for the sakes of this game. Oh, god dang it! It's an invisible automatic feature. Not very invisible if it tells me after the game that automatically lowers the enemy's difficulty. It temporarily reduces enemy health and aggression if you die 3 to 4 times in a row continuing. Okay, so there's two ways to, because I just don't want to deal with that. I want to be able to fight these bosses properly. Either I decide not to choose continue, or I get to a new level of difficulty called Dante Must Die. And that's not, I assume this game was going to have like a new game plus higher level of difficulty. So it's like, oh yeah, if you really want a challenge coming in for the first time, sure, the first time, you can choose Sparta. But the last game, the first game, and this game all don't present their true highest difficulty to you first playthrough. So I guess I can deal with enemy handicap for now because, or I'll try to avoid it, but I don't want to backtrack and click select. I personally would prefer if enemy handicap wasn't in the game, or at least if you got to opt into it. That's really annoying that I don't. That's annoying. It's an interesting add to the game, but and it makes it more accessible to God, I can't believe I'm going to say this, casual gamers. Not saying that being more obsessed with video games is anything good or admirable, or that you have that much free time is a good thing. I don't think it's a bad gameplay choice. But the fact that the only way for me to choose to turn it off is to either restart the entire mission or to just play on a difficulty that's not available to me from the start is very frustrating. Again, I think it's a good way to stop people from burning themselves out on the game because they tried a difficulty that's way too hard for them. Like, that's something that actually did happen to me. I did that to Kingdom Hearts 2. Doesn't mean that I'm not still frustrated at the lack of the option. I do find that personally a bit frustrating. Overall, though, I think it's an interesting character design. Again, I'm not super fan of it. The music's not speaking to me. I really thought the music in this game would be better. Maybe it's just not my type of music. Maybe it's not my type of battle music. But some other games have had me bopping my head to the fights the entire time. Like Kingdom Hearts is a great one. I was gonna jump to Hi-Fi Rush. To Hi-Fi Rush, that's the point. But like Kingdom Hearts was one that did it consistently. But this game is like most themes I just don't vibe with. There was like one in the last game. There were one or two. One of them was during the chariot fight. The other one was during, well, I guess you could say no. It was really only the second Virgil fight. The third one was all right, but the second one was the one that really got to me. I hope we have. If there's some things I could hope for in this game, I hope we get. God, it's been. Maybe I stopped right before we got to one, but the last cutscene we got was with Gloria, and that was like 2 missions ago. I haven't had. I've had dialogue with some monsters, but I haven't seen Dante in ages. Which, if this is going to be a longer game, they're probably not going to drop the guise of him being a bad guy for a while. I say being a bad guy like that because I was doing air quotes. Because, like, again, I assume that this isn't intended to be no, there was a 10-year gap between this game and the last one. Maybe they were intending for most people to play this to either be new to the franchise or to have forgotten what the previous game was, the fact that you played as Dante. But um I don't think, like, again, the way they're being ambiguous about it, they're not being very subtle that Dante obviously isn't a bad guy. He's probably not the best guy, just solving his problems by shooting them in the head, but we're on mission 5, and we've seen Dante for like a total of 2 minutes. Like, if you do the tutorial at optimal speeds, like at least in cutscenes, he's had like 2 minutes of cutscene time, and we haven't gotten to play as him yet. And as I said before, Dante is like half the pull to the game for me, like maybe even more. I like the combat enough to where I'm willing to slog through the missions because that is kind of how I have to describe them. I'm not a fan of go to this place, see a puzzle, go to a different place, see another puzzle, and then have to finish the first puzzle to be able to unlock the ability to do the second puzzle, and then that unlocks another room where you finally get to do a boss fight. But that's the first boss fight you've had in 2 or 3 missions because that is the first proper. I might be forgetting one. I might be forgetting one. But to my knowledge, that is the first proper boss fight we've had since the last, which means like there's going to be a mission or two in between every boss fight. Maybe it's just because I struggled a lot with the puzzle stage. Like it just doesn't. Like now that I say it out loud, a mission in between every boss fight isn't that bad. In fact, I think that's probably better pacing. But I just really am not a fan of the puzzles. I'm not a fan of the puzzles. I'm not a fan of the platforming. I just don't jive with that stuff, and it's turning me off to the series so hard. And I lost one of my biggest motivators to keep playing, which is Dante. Like it seems like they're gonna be drip feeding me Dante content in this game. I really hope that's not the case for Devil May Cry 5. I've heard Devil May Cry 5 described as peak, but I'm still struggling to connect to Nero as a character. Dante's the main reason I'm in this game. Virgil's the main reason I'm in this game. Haven't seen Virgil, which, probably shouldn't if he's going to be like one of the big antagonists. They're probably going to like jump us with that later, but haven't seen a word of Virgil. Haven't seen more than a couple minutes of Dante. Haven't seen Trish. Haven't seen Lady. And Lady was introduced super early on in the first game. She was introduced pretty early on. I don't know if it was Mission 5 early, but like I've been playing this game for almost 5 or 8 hours. No, 5 hours. 5 hours. I think I'm up to 5 hours now. I'm going to tab out. If it crashes, that's rough. Because I want to be able to like review my Steam time. There we go. And did the game crash? Yeah, it did. They got to fix that. They're not going to. The game's been out for who knows how long, but that is an issue. Oh well. I can just pull this up. Oh yeah, by the way, I might play this game. It just seems like an RPG game, but the music in this game was composed by Ryan Ike. I love that guy's music. He composed for West of Loathing, and the music in this game is fantastic. It's one of the few people that have been able to get me like actually interested in acoustic guitars, but like really like his music. Let's see. I've been playing this game for six and a half hours, and we've gotten like a few minutes of Dante content and nothing else from the main cast. Ugh. I don't know. They look so similar though. That's either his kid or maybe there's time travel stuff going on and maybe it's him from the past. I doubt it though. They had the same snarky attitude, but let's see, what were those achievements I got? Yep, one was for defeating X amount of enemies, and the other one was complete a stylish rank combo. Wait, stylish rank combo. So I didn't get that for getting to S. I got it for doing a combo while on S. So your abilities do change when you get higher rank here? That was the case for the other game, I think. Interesting. I don't know. I'm just yapping at this point, and that is a large part of what I like to do with these games. I'm not sure that I'm saying much new information. Just my opinion of the game so far. I think it's going too slow. I'm not a fan of the puzzles. I'm not a fan of the backtracking. This is a large part of why I don't play Metroidvanias, by the way. I've had Hollow Knight in my library for ages. I played it a little bit, but I'm immediately turned off to it because it's a Metroidvania, and those are my type of game. I really want to give it a better try, and I really want to do the same for Silk Song because they're two of the better games I've heard of in a while. Sorry about that, but yeah, I'm gonna stick with it for now, but it's not going to be my priority. Really? Only one person on my friends list has played this? I have a lot of random obscure friends on my friends list. So wait, how many have played DMC5? Way more. Okay, so y'all gotta. You ain't real DMC fans. Come on now. No, they are, but 10 hours? How you only gonna play the game for 10 hours? See, that's a more respectable time right there. Hmm. Sorry, again, just ruminating on what I think. As I said before, I'm willing to stick with the game and see where it goes. If for nothing else, the combat still feels faithful to the original. Maybe almost as good. I prefer the original. I mean, not. I say the original, the third. I still prefer the third, but that might change. I haven't unlocked any new weapons yet. Um. Hmm. I don't like Metroidvanias. I know this isn't technically that, but I just don't like backtracking, and I don't like that type of puzzle game. So it's losing me on that front. Combat's still good, and the cutscenes are peak. That is what I'm here for. I can go on for ages about how much I love those cutscenes. God, just like this again, like the choreography. I need to see. They mocap that, right? They mocap that. I need to see the mocap, please. That's so cool. I saw the mocap for the third game, and my jaw was on the floor. It was so cool getting to see people do those. Like, God, I can't even. I'm only sticking through with this game. Not really, just a joke. I'm only sticking through this game for that pizza scene. And when that pizza scene happens, I will be ready. I'm almost tempted to look up when they eat pizza so that way I can be ready to time a tactical pizza delivery for it. But nah. Um I'm I've seen some other people echo the same, and I'm probably gonna say it myself. I'm probably gonna end up overall having preferred 3 to 4. One felt like a chore a lot of the time, but it had one redeeming quality, and that was the combat. The other, there is another one. It was Dante. Dante, God, that guy can carry any game he's part of. But this game, for the most part, I feel like the only redeeming quality for it is going to be the combat. The story might be compelling. I don't think it will be. So, my wager, I'm probably going to rank the games as Devil May Cry 3, Devil May Cry 4, Devil May Cry 1, and then above all those, probably Devil May Cry 5. Like 5, 3, 4, 1, and 2 doesn't even deserve to be in the ranking. It's in a trash can off the side of the ranking. I'm almost tempted to put 1 in its own special area because I don't think it really. It's still technically an entry into the game, but it was kind of just like a. It was like a almost like an experimental move for the game studio, just like a what if, like what if we made a really cool combat system and took this game we were going to make into a horror game and made it into a combat system instead. It's so experimental. I almost wanted to move it away, but I think it's a solid enough entry in the series that you can count it among the main list. It's not the best, but I feel like if it got a remake, it could be the best in the franchise. God, please give me a remake of that. Just I need more Dante action in my life. Please. Who makes this game? Who makes this game? I need to know who makes this game. Who made this game? Capcom? Oh, I think it was Capcom. Please, Capcom, give me a remake with Dante, please. With the Devil May Cry 1. I just need more Dante content in my life. Because if I take a look at DMC5, it has Nero there. I'm assuming this is Virgil's kid because I'm guessing this is Nero. So that would make this like if that's Nero who is Dante's kid, that's probably Virgil's kid, which means we have more characters we play as that aren't Dante, which means why am I even here? Wait, there's DLC for this game? No. No. I have to pay money for cutscenes? Wait, is this just like you get to view the cutscenes differently, or is this like you? Cool. changes the in-game cutscenes to live-action movies recording during development. Voice audio is in Japanese only. Well, fair enough. Okay, but like, whoever made this didn't do it right because it's just showing me. That's not even a video. Did they actually upload a JPEG instead of the MOV? That's funny. Pasta breaker. Probably shouldn't read this stuff. It's gonna be you can make his hand a pasta break. That's silly. Again, I'm willing to give it a. I know that Dante isn't going to be the star of the entire franchise. I think this game is probably setting that expectation. And I've heard this is one of the best games in the entire franchise. So I think if I can come to terms with that, I'll be fine. Still, though, the way this game is running, it's probably going to be the second lowest rank in the series for me. Again, assuming 2 isn't in there. I would never put 2 beyond this. Believe you me. But another game I want to try on stream? Shadows Over Loathing. This was a very fun game. It was a delightful little bit of RPG with comedy in it. I do want to play it again. But I'm stuck between starting that one next or Night in the Woods. Night in the Woods. Alrighty. I'm just going to keep yapping at nothing here for now. So I'm going to end stream. I'm probably just going to go practice guitar, chill, get something to eat, then go to bed, get ready for my lesson tonight. But I'll have a few spare hours tonight. I'll probably come back and start. I kind of want to start on Shadows Over Loathing already. Sorry, DMC4. If you can't pull me in soon, I might start playing something else. I won't skip it. I won't skip it. I don't think it's worth skipping. But I do think that it's probably not going to be my highest priority game if it doesn't pick up the pace soon. Alrighty. That's enough yapping from me for now. I'm going to hop off and go enjoy the rest of my day. Later.